if you ask me one thing that I get completely immersed into or get completely lost into is facilitation. There are different things that I find meaning in. There are different things that inspire me, interest me. There are different things that I sometimes need to do for a living. But if there's one thing that just makes me lose context of time in that sense is facilitation.
One of the things that my reflection of, the art of facilitation, and like you really pointed out that, skill is your tool, strategy, tactics, ideas, formats and all of that. The art is in so many ways a combination, an assortment of so many abstract things that are in and around us, right? And one of the things that stands out for me is also your intuition. So, you have a design, you're thoroughly prepared, you might be also ready to improvise, but there's a moment that something is happening in the room that you decide to make a choice, right? You make a choice. Sometimes that choice is to, for example, entirely drop the agenda and go behind where the group is taking you. Sometimes that intuition nudges you to say something at that time, right? It's not something you planned for, but it just comes out of your mouth and hopefully lands well. And I have always sometimes, and I'm curious if this has happened to you. So sometimes we take these decisions when, because we are reading the field, like Nadia called it in episode 1, a facilitator is constantly reading the field and is interacting the field and not too attached to the content. We end up making certain choices, and sometimes I would say majority of the time, if one is aligned to the values and vision and one's intent, it mostly kind of lands well. As long as it was not an act of, I feel heroism or seeking validation from the group and, all of that. Sometimes it does land well. And I have had moments where, especially when you're training trainers, right? And trainers tend to pick up on these things. And then if they come and ask you, how did you do that? Like, how did you decide to do that? And I never have an answer. And I keep thinking, I even sometimes go to my room and think about it. Why did I do that? And I have never come across, here are the 5 bullet points because of which I did that. It's so much an interplay of past experience, a certain sense of trust with the group as well as your client, a certain level of observations that I might have made really quickly. And then you just take something from your toolbox, which would work well, and it just happens. So there's this role of intuition in that moment where, there's a beautiful line in one of the poems I read, and it says, how do you know the dancer from the dance?
There's this one quote that somebody asked Vinoba Bhave. I saw it somewhere from a friend, and he said that, Vinoba ji, how should we treat others? He was very concerned, very well-intentioned man, nice person. I don't know a man or a woman, but nice person who would have asked this question. Vinoba ji, on his journey when he was traveling village to village getting land for people, he said, Vinoba ji, I'm so bothered. How should we treat others? And his response was, there are no others.